Okay. Rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility related to the provisions of lending by which one of the following? Obviously, it is by IMF, because rapid finance is needed when it comes to some financial crisis. The financial crisis related to balance of payment is addressed by this organization IMF. This clue is given by the word rapid. So, you could reach an answer using this clue as IMF. Then, with reference to Indian economy, consider the following statements. An increase in near indicated appreciation of rupee, a direct statement. Then here comes the doubt. REER indicates an improvement in trade competitiveness. An increase in REER actually reduces our trade competitiveness by increasing the export price. That's why this is a contradictory statement. By eliminating statement 2, we will be ending up with 1 and 3 only. Then, with reference to Indian economy, consider the following statements. If the inflation is too high, Reserve Bank is likely to buy government securities. It is in the opposite way. It will be selling of government securities. There it lies. So, eliminating 1, we could reach for 2 and 3. So, mostly in today's paper, I see this elimination technique worked a lot. It would have been a cakewalk if at all you have practiced such kind of questions. Yes, G20 common framework. This is to support low income countries with unsustainable debt, a direct statement. G20 together with Paris Club. This is a fact. Paris Club will be questioned. So, you have to take a guess. So, no other clue is given whether to include Paris Club or not. Then, with reference to Indian economy, advantages of inflation indexed bonds. In general, why a bond is being indexed to something? Here it's inflation, just to reduce the risk of investors. That is given in statement 2. Then statement 1, government can reduce the coupon rates on its borrowing by way of IIBs. Obviously, it will have some sort of index to fix upon. The interest received as well as capital gains on IIBs are not taxable, definitely taxable. With reference to foreign owned e-commerce firms operating in India, which statements are correct? They can sell their own goods in addition to offering their platforms as marketplaces. This is negated in the recent rulings, in the recent rules and regulations related to e-commerce. The second statement, the degree to which they can own big sellers on their platforms is limited. It is also limited by the recent rules and regulations. So, option 2 only. Which of the following activities constitute a real sector? Real sector, some real activity is happening, purchasing, producing some goods or delivering some sort of services. So, 1, 2 alone gives such sort of real sector led examples, not some lending or bonds. So, 1 and 2 only. Which one best reflects indirect transfers, often talked about in media recently with reference to India? Indirect transfers recently in media when it comes to Vodafone case. Supreme Court judgment and Vodafone case, it has owned a company, shares of Cain and Co. So, a foreign company transfers shares and such shares derive their substantial value from assets located in India. This is a direct definition of indirect transfers. Then, with reference to expenditure made by an organization or a company, which of the following statements are correct? First one, acquiring new technology is capital expenditure. Some sort of technological investment. It gives you productive assets, productive investment it is. So it is capital expenditure. The second statement we could negate it. Debt financing, equity financing. Capital expenditure and revenue expenditure, this differentiation is not there. So option 1 only. Debt financing in some form of debt instrument like bonds. Here equity financing by selling off some stake in your own organization. With reference to Indian economy, consider the following statements. A share of household financial savings goes towards government borrowings, obviously internal debt. Banks are the medium through which government borrows, so they mobilize the savings. Then dated securities issued at market related rates in auctions form a large component of internal debt. This is factual and it's a fact. Consider the following statements. Tight monetary policy of US Fed Reserve could lead to capital flight, especially FPI. Tight monetary policy of US Fed Reserve could lead to capital flight, moving away of the capital. The second statement, capital flight may increase the interest cost of firms with existing external commercial borrowings. Again, if one is true, then this 2 is a consequence of the first one. So 1 and 2. Third one, devaluation of domestic currency decreases the currency risk associated with ECBs. It's a negative statement, contradictory statement. Devaluation of domestic currency actually increases the currency risk associated with ECBs. Consider the following statements. First statement itself is a blunder. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by SEBI, not Reserve Bank. So you could directly come to this option. Even though you don't know this third statement, Brickwork Ratings, some mere ratings network. So it is an Indian credit rating agency. No need of this fact. You could easily eliminate. Same applies to here, this question. With reference to Bank's Board Bureau, which of the following statements are correct? Governor of RBI is the chairman of Bank's Board Bureau. Government appoints the chairman of BBB. That's it. So eliminating 1, we will be ending up with 2 and 3 only. With reference to convertible bonds, consider the following statements. As there is an option to exchange the bond for equity, convertible bonds pay lower rate of interest. Yes, you are being given an option to exchange whenever it's again it is related to convertible bonds and thing. So we can't go deep into it. Just answer both 1 and 2. Here, simply put, you are given an option. So some sort of compromise it is. So company will be paying you a lesser interest rate. That's it. Second one, the option to convert to equity affords the bondholder a degree of indexation. Yes, this is the option which is given. So you could convert the bonds whenever this price fluctuates. This is recently in news. Non-fungible tokens, nothing but cryptographic based blockchain related tokens, tokenization, digitalization of some physical assets. The only negative statement being exchanged at equivalency. They cannot be exchanged at equivalency like other tokens. That's it. So 1 and 2 only. Thank you. Have a nice day.